The National Guard has been doing flyovers or missions for the last decade or so. This in order to help get their pilots enough hours so they can stay certified. However, this is the first time in all of those decades that civilians just like myself, as well as my photojournalist that I had on board with me today, were able to ride in this Black Hawk here. And it was an amazing experience, so we're going to take you along for the ride.
Just so everyone knows.
It all starts out with the mission debrief from aviation crews.
Mission in progress, lineup tech.
Planning the route, making sure all of the equipment is good to go, and everyone is focused on the overall mission.
Out of Dillon, just back to Helena.
The mission Saturday, to do a flyover in Dillon for the UM Western and Rocky Mountain College football game.
Being able to open up the military to the civilian world, have people get to see a little bit behind the scenes on what's involved in preparing for these flights and executing these flights, and both the media that were on the aircraft and the people on the ground now get to see a little bit more about what the Army National Guard can do for them when called upon by our state and nation.
I didn't know what to expect, but the crew chief here walked me through it. Avoid certain areas when getting on and off the Black Hawk, how to get strapped in, and what to do in case we went down.
We have crash acts, we have 3 first aid kits up in the front as well.
Then it was go time. We loaded up in a matter of minutes, and before I knew it, the blade spinning 1,000 times a minute above my head lifted us straight into the clouds. The route to Dillon took us about an hour, us and another military aviation aircraft, the Chinook, or as the military warmly refers to it as, Airbus, which is mainly used for transporting a lot of troops to and from areas quickly. It was pretty smooth sailing to and from, but the crew chief on board had to constantly keep a close eye on the other aircraft near us. I couldn't film a bunch because I was strapped in super tight for safety reasons, but it was fascinating watching the pilots operate the aircraft with ease, despite using this mission for training purposes.
Our pilots are required to fly a certain number of hours per month in order to maintain their flight status, and the preparation that's involved in a flyover is very similar to a real-world mission.
Overall round trip, it was about 2 hours, but it was 2 hours I will never forget, and I got over my fear of heights.
Overall, the Army National Guard says that they hope that by allowing us to participate on these kinds of flights and missions, they hope that it'll help the civilian world gain a better insight into everyday operations that they do. Leadership here also tells me that they do hope as well that it'll help aid in further recruitment for the Army National Guard. For now, I'm reporting here at the Helena Airport. I'm Cindy Santaponte for MTN News.